Everybody loves a good EDM banger, and I've attempted to make quite a few in my time as a producer, but this one is my favorite so far. Here's how I went from completely nothing to a chunky tune with some nice vocals from scratch. Here's the project. It's pretty crazy. Maybe the craziest I've made, but I say that every time I make a track. As always, the idea is not that crazy, I just build on it. Emotional piano chords. Especially when you're adding vocals to it, you want chords that you could just sing the whole song on top of a piano and a voice, and it works really well. Some of my favorite electronic songs, the acoustics are almost even better because it's just this beautiful vocal and some beautiful piano chords. So you want to get that part right. Then we start going down the EDM road. I got some house style drums. The sample selection is so important with these. The drum pattern could be perfect, but if the samples you've selected are not great, it's not going to feel right. To pair with that, I got myself a chunky sub. It's very simple. Some sub and some white noise with some distortion. I just automate the noise level so that it's bigger in the drop so it feels grittier and it's less in the verses. What matters most with the sub is how it sounds when everything is together. You want the whole thing to build to the drop. That's exactly what I did with the sub, being smaller in the verses, bigger in the drop. Same thing with the lead. But the lead, I'm really telling a story. It's like a monster coming over the hill. It doesn't get to you. It's not in your face until the drop, but you know that it's coming. So it's filtered down at the moment. But it's slowly but surely growing, rising. Same with the sub. Now we're really going somewhere. Drop. That is pretty much my favorite bit. Then we want atmospheres and sound effects. The cherry on top, the spice to make the whole thing come to life. I took a guitar and turned it into a pad. When you pair that with the piano, woof. It's just emotionally heart-wrenching. And then paired that with some of the coolest sound effects I've worked with, which is like Icelandic ice cracking. I don't know what that does, but it does something cool. Then into the drop, just some energetic risers and fallers. So you've got your instrumental, now it's time to add some vocals. I had something to say in the song, and that's always a great place to start from because it's quite easy to write lyrics when you know what the message of the song is. This was about leaning into and overcoming your fear of whatever it is. You just do the thing anyway, about being courageous. You can't fake courage. If you do the thing, even if you are scared of it, you were brave. It doesn't matter what it is. I was going into a lot of cold water at the time, hence the electric. I mean, I still go into cold water now because I think it's really good for so many different things. Hence the reason it was electric blue. It was just that feeling of being scared of doing a thing, but doing it anyway, and the energy that comes from proving to yourself that you can do those things. So you'll have in your mind right now something that you know that you need to do. That is what I'm talking about. Listen to this song and then go do the thing. So the verses were much more emotional, softer.
This is not a dream, I'm fucking terrified. It's as empty as it seems, and I won't notice it's over. Can't let go, going under deeper down, and all I can feel is electric blue. Though I believe what I see is true, I don't know where the void will go. Only one way out is through.
Hence the line, I don't know where the void will go, only one way out is through. You just don't know what's going to happen until you do the thing. And the only way you're going to overcome that question in your mind is if you actually do it. The actual vocal chain itself, there's quite a lot of heavy compression, some de-essing, EQ, heavy compression. I've got a video about my vocal chain if you want to go and check it out, but I pushed the compression quite a lot. I also had quite a bit of distortion on it because I wanted that high presence, high energy, gritty EDM vocal, especially in the choruses.
All I can feel is electric blue. Though I believe what I see is true, I don't know where the void will go, only one way out is through.
Then one of the coolest and most fun parts that I put a lot of time and energy into is all the vocal layers. So I've got left and right vocals.
Going under, deeper down and
Once I got the left and right vocals in, I added in some harmonies and some ad-libs. I just created some crazy portal sound effects, but then automated those up whenever I wanted them. Then created this lovely harmony pad. With harmonies as well.
I'm fucking terrified, it's as empty as it seems, and I won't know till it's over. Can't let go, going under, deeper down, and I'm fighting the fire, lighting me up, the edge of the light, but I can't get enough.
There we go, some crazy vocal production, and I love doing things like that. All of those extra details with the vocals, I always find resistance to doing them. I'm like, oh, do I have to record layers and harmonies and ad-libs? But every time I do, I'm always so glad that I did. Now that you've got all of those layers, just duplicate the first half, put it across, but then create loads of variation. If you want to tell a story, automation is your friend. I use loads of automation to push certain elements down and up, varying things, adapting them so it's the same as it was to the beginning, but you've changed it enough that it's still interesting. I took the main lead, but then created a higher variation. Then you used a gross beat to create the cool stutters, just make it even crazier. Then you have your final product, apart from the last touch, which I used some AI to create the artwork. I'm going to make a video about this soon because it just blows my mind. Originally, I made my own artwork, and then I discovered this AI engine that can create artwork based off of your prompts. And this is what it came up with, and it just blows me away every time I look at it. And there you go, an EDM banger. I love this track. I hope you do too. It's linked down below if you want to go and check it out. Thanks so much for streaming it, for all the love and support, and I'm excited for the next track, which is coming soon. We're almost at 10k subscribers. I'm going to have a giveaway when we get there. I'm really excited for that too. Click like and subscribe if you want to help me reach that goal sooner. I will see you in the next video, but until then, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Bye.
Oh,